Alright, new stream for today. This time, I am going to try to finish up texturing this Vash model. But I'm also going to start by, I think I'm going to redo the arm textures. Because I'll be honest, I didn't really love them from day one. I'm looking at the character sheet I have for Vash, and I think it could be, the texture could be a little simpler. Actually, I want to check something. Let's see, 12. Oh, thank God. I did upload the Yugi model. Alright, I'm gonna use this as reference. Alright. So yeah, I'm just gonna... Good thing I checked YT. I was about to call you. What's up, man? Yeah, just finishing up the Vash model. Gonna redo the textures on the arm. And also, I might remodel the arm, honestly, because looking at Vash's character design sheet, his arm I think should be a little thinner, and his shoulders should be a little wider. So, just gonna go ahead and do that. Alright, I just have to answer a text real quick. Alright, let's see. Alright, so this is gonna be 0.75. Perfect time for my food to arrive. Dude, eating while watching a stream? Peak content. Alright, let's see. So I'm not gonna override the... So let me see, upper arm PNG. Okay, what size is this? 32 by 64. Alright, so I'm gonna do 32 by 32. And this will be the shoulder / upper arm. So I'm just going to eyedrop, fill. And actually I'm going to hook up my drawing tablet, because I think it might be a little easier if I could just draw this with my hand rather than using a mouse. Alright. Alright, so... I'll add a symmetry ruler, get a black brush, Jeez. God, my muscle memory keeps hitting this one button on my pen. For undoing, and that's not how it is on Krita.
Basically its product.
Now there is a vast commercial organization.
Machines touch every part of our lives.
We are controlling transmission.
What did you say? I said, man, this ain't my bag, man.
The record buying like things is different in sounds.
Oh my God.
I want you to listen to these songs and let your imagination go free.
I might just use the mouse for this fold. Whoa. Alright. Let me add some shading now. We'll do some over here. Whoa. Jesus. Oh. Add some shading here. Vash shoulder. Documents, models, Vash, save. Export. Vash folder PNG. Okay. Alright. New material. Vash. Shoulder. Image texture. Open. Where is it? Don't tell me it didn't export on the right. If I save it in a path, why don't you export it in that same path? There it is. That shoulder? Alright. Let's try this out now. Let's see how this looks. Vash. Shoulder. .8 9. And let's just make this one solid color. Wait. Yeah, there's something really weird happening with this model and unwrapping. Is there something up with the seams? I mean, it doesn't matter. This is gonna be like a solid color anyways, but this isn't shit that I like encounter in the Windows version of Blender, and it makes me wonder if this is like, yeah, I might have to look into it. Honestly, so far with my Linux experience, it's been kind of so-so. Like, I feel like I can do the bare minimum with certain stuff, but then, like, it's like the little things where it's like, it just feels like stuff. I mean, I know that things aren't gonna feel the same, but, like, I don't know. What's it called? I should probably look into it first. What could be wrong with my version, with this version of Blender? I made sure to get the same one I have on my PC, but you know, maybe there's some like differences in that version. Who knows? All right, Wild West. Chosen one, find the best of. Yeah, I remember, what's it called? I think it was like sophomore year in college or something. I go to like my college had like a gym and stuff, and I'd be like pumping iron to this this opening. That was before I even watched Samurai Champloo. A lot of times I'll discover shows like, what do you call it? I'll discover like a show's like opening and like really enjoy it before I even like watch that show. But if anything, it just gets me to watch it at some point. We already listened to this song. Alright. Now I can make these, what do you call it? These little folds here, a little thicker. Let's see. Whoa. Alright, let's save that. Export. Bash folder. Yes. No. Reload. Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot more. That's sick. I'm glad it's coming together, because I wasn't sure if this redo would be worth it or not. Alright, now let's do the forearm. One thing we could do with the forearm is there's a little flap on the side that we could add onto just for like some more minor details. And I would think I will do that. First, let me just make sure everything here is all good. Yep. Actually, with this, how do we get that more aligned? Oh, by that. There you go. Let me do a new 32 by 32. This will be his forearm. Just gonna go and eye drop. Paste that in. And I'm gonna add the little flap on the end. Whoa. Jesus Christ. Alright. Then we'll add a little bun here. Where's the eyedropper? Where the hell is it? Oh, I have it selected. Whoops. Actually, I didn't even bother to check if this was symmetrical. And a little shadow here. And we can have like a little shadow here. Gonna be like the bend of the forearm there. And let's see, let's add some of the shadow on this. Boom. Oh, whoops. Jesus, what the hell? Oh, I see why. It's because of the frickin'... Let me just disable that. Let's see, I'm trying to think. This is going to be from the side. So what we could do is add maybe a dark line here. Like a clothes fold. And then That look correct? Yeah, we'll see. Vash forearm. Where is it? Documents, models, Vash Stampede, Vash form. Oh, Jesus, what the hell? Vash form. Open this up. Unwrap. Alright, first I'm gonna strain out these UVs. Well. See, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 away. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And honestly, I think I'll need to actually flip this. Let me do that. Actually, maybe I can, here, gonna do Control T. And where's the flip? Whoa. Let me see. Krita flip. Krita flip canvas, or not flip canvas, flip layer. Oh, there it is. Now I'm gonna flip this. Honestly, I'm gonna take out that little fold in the middle. Let's see. Okay. Let me just get the fill tool. Then grab this red right here. Do one of these. Whoa. I think because I think I want to add the shadow over here then. Shadow right here. Whoops. Shadow right here. And eyedropper on this. Okay. Alright, that's it for Vash's arm. And now I'll go into the shoes, and then we still have the last thing I think we'll need to model or texture is actually this arm right here. Because Vash is asymmetrical, and he's got this little leather thing. I think there's something up with something about his arm. I don't know if it's like a cannon or like a plant or something. But yeah. Alright, let's see. So the shoes seem pretty simple. It's just brown leather, some more padding, little band in the middle. Yeah, we can give it a shot now. Alright, let me UV. Let me mark the UVs on this. Alright, let's see. So this will be I don't know what you call this. I mean, I know it's called like the sole, but like I don't know what the rubber part is called specifically. And I know this will be kind of its own texture too. And then this will be another one. Oh. Mark same here. And then alright, let's get started on the shoe. Let's make this maybe 16 by 16. Create. File open. Grab this. Do a little bit of a symmetrical ruler. Wait. I'm playing Metal Gear Solid 2 trying to get the dog tags. What's it called? How do you get dog tags? Is that like a... Are those like an unlockable or like a... What do you call it? A collectible or something? I've only... I'll be honest, I think I've... Well, I've played Metal Gear Solid 2... 3 or 2 times. I know I played it recently, like I think... The most recent I played it was like 2 years ago. And I really was just kind of just trying to finish the game. I didn't know like of any unlockables or anything like that. Also, I'm in Wano now. I glaze Oda like crazy, but knowing what we know and reading it as one continuous piece, some say it's peak? Question mark. Dude, I mean, I'm approaching Whole Cake Island right now. Like, I think we're gonna be close to done with Zoe. What's it called? How many years of me just being stuck on that in that part? And not stuck because, you know, what's it called? Like, what do you call it? I just stopped reading it over altogether.
Give me a break, give me a break.
Yeah, what's it called? I was gonna say, actually, what's it called? When you were streaming, Hoot, that, like, I think it's kind of similar to what you just said, but like it is interesting like reading these older chapters, knowing what we know, and like, you know, in Zoe they're like surprised to find out that like, what do you call it? They're surprised to find out that Kinemon isn't like Momonosuke's dad or something, and like knowing how Raizo looks and stuff like that, and like knowing about Raizo and all that, while like that arc is going on. It's like kind of interesting. 3 or 4. I stopped December of 2019 towards 2020. Yeah, you can hold up enemies and they will shake their butts when you point a gun at their face, and they'll drop a dog tag, and Snake can drop one too. Easy mode, Pliskin, normal mode, Snake. Oh, cool. What? They shake their asses? Kojima, what were you thinking? Truly a visionary. Do you get anything with dog tags, or is it just like a neat collectible type thing? I should try getting back into what do you call it? Death Stranding. I played it for I tried getting into it for a little bit. I think I only played like 3 chapters. And I don't necessarily like. It's not that I'm not necessarily a fan of the gameplay, but because I think I think it is interesting, like the whole like try and find clever ways of traversing through the terrain, but I don't know. The story really isn't getting me yet. I picked the wrong texture to open because this one doesn't have this shading. There it is. Yeah, you got New Game Plus, items like Stealth Camo and Infinity Bandana. Ryan has wigs, like a blue one to breathe underwater. Oh wow, that's cool. Actually, I was wondering, just beating the base game, does that unlock you anything? I know in the Metal Gear Solid 1, you get like a tuxedo, I think. And I think that gets you something. And then I know Metal Gear Solid 3, you got the Patriot when you beat that game. Which, I don't know, has anyone tried Delta yet? I have not gotten it myself. I heard some bad things about, like, some compatibility issues or something. I don't even know what I'd play it on, because if it's Unreal Engine 5, I doubt my PC can run it. And then I did see a TikTok today. Oh. I want to play Delta, but I don't got a PS5. I really want to do the Snake versus Monkey mode. That's like the Ape Escape one. Ape Escape seems like a title I should definitely give a try one day. A lot of people have said how good it is, and I think they like the OST is pretty much like breakcore or something, right? And but yeah, honestly, I don't think I've even really seen much gameplay. I just think it's like it was like Sony's 3D. Well, it wasn't Sony's 3D platformer because they had Crash and then they had Spyro. But it was definitely one of the top dogs for that console. Ape Escape is mad fun. Have you played it, Hood? I didn't know that. Yeah, maybe one of these days. Maybe I decide to do some gaming streams one day, but I'll be honest, I'm bad enough playing games without people watching me. Add on my PlayStation Portable? Dude, what the heck? And the Xbox version has Snake vs. Bomberman and Otacon and Mei Ling voice actor. What the hell? Wait, for Delta? That's sick. Oh wait, what's the Xbox version? So, that's the confusing thing, because I hear Xbox version, and I keep thinking that Xbox is done with consoles. So I'm curious if it's like a Game Pass thing or something. Unless you're talking about something else and you're not talking about Delta, but I assume you're still talking about Delta. We'll do the iconic Game Grumps stream where we pass the conch on land one day. Yeah, that'd be sick. We do it on your stream though, Hood. I don't wanna. What's it called? You're the gamer. Actually, maybe we're both like bad gamers, honestly. Except you're good at Melee, so. We gotta be Donkey Kong Country. That's the game we gotta do on some sort of stream. marathon per se. Oh wait, what the hell? Yo, is everything good? It said my OBS disconnected for a second. It said it reconnected. Am I good? Is everything good? Alright. Just gonna give it a second. Hopefully somebody chimes in. Actually, I could probably check through my phone as well. We good? Okay, cool. Yeah, dude. Kai can set up a streaming setup for us. We'll like be in Donkey Kong and Diddy attire. You can be Diddy. I'll be Donkey Kong. I'll do the cosplay. I've had this talk multiple times. I swear on my yams, I'm cheeks at games. Only reason Super Smash Bros. Melee is different is because I play it consistently. I mean, I don't think I'm that great at games either. For the longest time, my method when it came to games was button mash. Nothing made me more self-conscious than that one time we had people other than the typical Smash group over. And I won't say his name, but one of the guys was like, yo, Greg is fucking up that controller. Because I was like, just rapid tapping on the fucking normal A button. I think just for the sake of depth, I do shading here. The only game I can say I'm confidently good at is probably Mega Man X, because I just know how to 100% that game. I can get the Hadouken. Did you know you can only use that on the first two faces of Sigma? And if you try doing it on his third, it won't work. Alright, on to the next texture. This one will be... Should we make this one also 16 by 16? Actually, here's what I'll do. I'm going to resize the canvas because I don't feel like making these into these little sprites into separate textures. I'm just going to draw over this. Grab that. Make our perimeter. Oh shit, add what do you call it? Symmetry on. So this will have shading on the sides. have shading down here. You just knowing how to do this boggles my mind. I know this is a skill you develop, but still cool to see. Thanks, man. It is, what's it called? That is one of the cool things about, like, I don't know, just being able to do this is just... I think the cool part about, like, once you get to the level that I'm at is, like, you just get confident enough to be like, that looks good enough. Or like, nah, that still needs work. Because I think when you're like early on, you're always like, oh, am I putting enough detail? Or like, how do I do this correctly? But like, it's almost like kind of as if you get like lazy. But like, I think it's like justified laziness where you're like, I've done this enough time to know that this works, or like this is fine. Then we need to add a little bit of highlight. Or yeah, there it is. It just needs one streak. Actually, maybe we can make it a little thicker. Whoa. Alright, so now this is all messed up. All I just gotta do is send the cursor here, select everything, scale relative to the cursor, and then do a 0.5. And now we're back to normal. And now we can assign this. Where is it? Shoot front. Yo, Knuckles is spitting, bro. See, this is the type of energy that Idris Elba just didn't bring to Sonic 3, and, you know, I gotta say I was disappointed. It's like, bro, Knuckles isn't some, like, tribal warrior dude. He is, he produces bars, he raps about Rouge? Did I mess up there? Rouge? Hey, yo. He's gotta do something while watching that Chronic, known as the Master Emerald. That's true, bro. That's what they don't tell you in the Sonic lore. The emeralds, they're a euphemism for something, but I ain't gonna tell you, bro. I do it for my race. Oh, man. You kidding us? Actually, I might just remove the outlines on the sides. Playing so much Jet Set Radio music, and I'm not even making the Jet Set Radio model yet. Oh yeah, what's it called? Wait, let me. What's his name again? Genjuro, Guardian Warriors. Genjuro. I have the strong urge that when I make the Jet Set Radio model, which I'm already getting ahead of myself, I want to make this guy from Guardian Heroes. I think he looks really cool. And I love in Guardian Heroes how, like, I don't know, when I hear like Treasure's like an indie developer during its heyday, and like this is like the art that they were drawing, it really makes me feel like they were like, hey, we gotta find our best illustrator and like make character designs. And it's like you get this where it's just like, what the hell is this? Literally, the arms are drumsticks attached to each other. Anatomy, I mean, it's like, in the simplest form, I think the anatomy probably works, but it's still just really funny to look at. But yeah, mark your calendars for, I don't know, 2 months. Oh, what the? Alright, that's better. Alright, now do I need to make another one, or can I just reuse? I think I'm just going to reuse this, because this is just going to be a band that goes across. Oh. And the top part of this foot can just be a solid color. See, we can thin this out so it's a little bit more. Alright, and I'm just gonna make these a solid color. What are they, like, what is this, like a grayish green or something? Gray green? Say so. Let's see, could I sneak this into the shoe texture? Oh yes, I got a nice little space right here. Let me just go. Alright, do like a grayish green. There you go. Sometimes I add designs to the bottom of the shoes, sometimes I just leave it as a base color because I don't really sometimes I just don't see the need for it. Mark seam. It's like, bro, why are you even looking down there, you know? No, I've never, what's it called? I've never shown... Should I lower this a little bit? I don't want it to fully obscure his mouth. How do I do this? Whoa. Yeah, just like rotate a little bit forward. I'll probably just add a bone that lets me move that around. Alright. Now, you might think Vash's texture is done. We've got everything covered. But we actually don't have everything covered. This motherfucker is a damn asymmetrical design. So now we gotta make this. But, honestly, I don't think it'll be too bad. It's probably just gonna be like one texture of just a bunch of little bands and like these little divots happening in random spots. Damn bastard. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to grab this whole arm text mesh. Wait. Select it. So now I've put in its own object or whatever the heck it's called on Blender, and then I go to this mirror modifier and apply it, and so now I can edit both. Now I can edit both this side, and now I can edit this side freely. And pretty much the arm is just gonna, or this new texture is pretty much just gonna cover this part of the arm. And then we'll probably want to shrink it down here. Alright, file new. And do 32 by 32. Create. Let's grab this. And then let's do like about 3 bands. Actually, no, let me put this in a separate layer. Okay, so those two. See. 2, 1, 2. I'm gonna add some. Dude, this guy sounds like Steve's friend Barry from American Dad. Any American Dad fans out there? Alright. Okay, so they're like divots in the middle. And I will add those sporadically. So I'll do like one here. Turn off this. And then set this to black. Turn off that. Put this one here. Then I'll go ahead and put one right here. And we can put one like right here in the middle. Or, yeah, middle. Vash leather forearm. Select this, mark seam. Oh. Mm. Alright, and then oh, actually, this needs to slightly be. Oh. That's why. Alright, so select this, add seam here. Unwrap. Now we just do the same thing here. Select all that. Oh shoot. Unwrap. Summer 2021 vibes, even though this is probably the sample. Is there a song that samples this? I think I'm pretty sure this is the actual song. I know there's like the sped up version that like was on a bunch of TikToks. Running away ain't easy. It's a living that's all hard. Whoa. TikTok sound was slightly edited, but enough to be considered its own piece. Yeah, I guess so. I guess when you look at it that way. When you freaking look at it that way. You know, it's a fucked up thing. I'm pretty sure I did these in the wrong orientation, but you know what? That's great because for a 2D artist, that's hours of work and you know redoing, like erasing whatever the hell you did. But for me, it's just S X -1, and just for the sake of it, let's just enable some backface culling so we can do. I think is a shift N. And then, yeah, that's done. Also, this is all fricked up. Fix that. This is fricked up, too. Whoa. That's not good. Alright. And with that, I think I want to add some lines here. Oof, I like this song, but I think I definitely got a copyright strike or something. Not that it matters. I don't really. There's really no point for this specific for these spots to be monetized, but just so that they don't get like don't like stop the stream or anything.
I got a new flavor coffee, I got an old flavor rap with the A1 tones to make you cookies relax. We boys hounded for the sounds. 2015, my bank account was nowhere to be found. Look at me now, hardcore composer, fall to the floor, spinning glitter in sunny shores. Worry never no more, promoters score off me. Lab rats want the cheese, flip your expectations with ease. Oh please, say you're making big moves.
Oh, what the hell?
I see you breaking the rules before you know what they be. I'll see you taking for rides while I am giving the key because success off the high. The failure wants to be seen, but I won't give it the pleasure. I'm rising measure by measure. I'm making money by minutes. To keeping grip on my tether. I'm whipping the competition, collecting more hearts than Castlevania. Hit me to catch the jet set mania. You like the sound? Bring a little closer now. Hard warm with the cold style. Transform and we roll out.
What the hell?
I know they're gonna say something about how I'm rapping again. Most of grab my album, don't know how I be grabbing the pen. I come and stab them again. They can get mad at the kid. Just go look at what I did. Put back the grind in your skid. It's just a biz. Money talks. I only listen when I'm scared. Just to live. Then I go and make it all back again. With millennial friends, celebrate the last day. Raise hella grab praise to a love don't pace. I feel I'm falling, but the music pops me up the waist. Haters calling, but the lovers lock it up. I just wait and sashay to the time and the beat.
Alright, I think that's it. I think that's Vash textured. I think I'm gonna wanna edit these to be, wait, let me check one thing. Where are the materials for this? Spikes? Back face culling, no. Oh wait, you can't make it double sided, right? Yeah, whatever, I'll figure that out later. Either way, it doesn't matter. But yeah, that is Vash the Stampede fully textured. Now, there are two things that need to be done before this model can be considered done. Well, actually, I guess 3 things. Well, maybe 4 things. Let's just go down the list. Alright, so we're gonna need to pack all the textures into one file. That's just a thing for me. I'm pretty sure that's going to be pretty useful if anyone ever stops by or like watches this VOD, just to see how I go about taking all these textures and packing them into one. Then after that, we rig the model. Probably before we rig the model, we're probably going to want to model the gun, because I think one of the big things about Vash's character is just his weapon. Or we could just have him doing like the love and peace sign, but we're gonna have to make fingers for that too. Maybe do something similar to what Mario 64 does, where it's literally just like 2 blocks. But yeah, we'll have to figure out what the posing will be, and through that we may or may not have to what do you call it? We may or may not have to model the gun, which that means another set of textures we'll have to pack, unless we just do it all at one go. But yeah, I think I'm gonna leave that for next stream. Texturing Vash himself is done, and yeah, I think that's about it. What do you guys think? Look cool? Look nice? Or does it look hacky? You can be honest. I don't, you know. Good stream. Thanks, Hoot. But yeah, what's it called? Signing off.